since Spacies is powered by the Ministry of Retro Gaming. Gaming pickups for November 2018.
Since Spacies.
G'day, Brian here from Since Spacies with my pickups video for the month of November. And I didn't do a pickups video for October. I kind of overdid it the month before. And as a result, I got told off by the missus. So Mrs. Spacies wasn't too impressed with the amount of games that I've been picking up. But I kind of made up for that this month. So anyway, I think I'll just get started by showing you what goodies I picked up in the month of November. Starting off with Sonic Mask. Doesn't do anything. There's a light. I think there's a light on this. Oh no, the batteries are gone dead because some silly fool left it on. Oh no, the light still works. Yeah, so that's a Sonic Boom light. Yeah, I got it just because it's Sonic. It's a little beaten up actually, and this is supposed to be brand new. I wasn't impressed getting floor stock, but this is going to go up on the wall there, so that's going to get changed, and there's going to be all this Sonic stuff up there on the wall just to get it a little more fleshed out. But yeah, that was something. Also got a little mini plushie or two. I got Sonic Boom Sonic plushie, which I thought I had, but apparently I took a risk and bought it, and it turned out no, I didn't actually have it. The only thing I've got closest to it is this little guy, which is a curtain holder. I got him plus another one which is identical, and they used to hold a curtain, but I'll put that aside. But yeah, Sonic Boom, we're complete with the little bandages and yes, blue arms. It's canon. Blue arms Sonic, get over it. So there's that. But this one is probably the one that I'm really keen on the most, and that is the Robotnik plushie. It is so hard to find anything to do with Sonic in the shops, never mind Robotnik. So this will go with the other ones that I've got. So I've got these two guys, plus I've also got Knuckles and Tails. These are really cool looking actually. And last of all, which I don't think is part of this series but still looks cool, Robo Sonic or Metal Sonic. Never really could figure out what he's meant to be called. I always get him muddled up. Speaking of Sonic Boom, I managed to pick up a little companion for another one that I've got up there on the wall, which you can't see. Hang on, I'll just, there you go, you can see him hanging up there on the wall. But this is a companion one which is almost identical but slightly bigger. Sonic Boom, complete with, if you look carefully, he's got a chili dog. Looks kind of gross actually. And he says the same things. And another one.
Hello? You forgot who you're talking to.
Yeah, so there's that. It's pretty cool actually, but it's just going to be hanging up on the wall. Nothing special. Also I picked up Sonic and Tails little figurines. These are from Tommy. Now Tommy, toys from Tommy seem to be very expensive compared to the other lot. But anyway, I picked these up. Not a big fan of the translucent look, but I thought I better pick them up, otherwise I'm probably not going to get a chance to see these ever again. So these go in the collection as well. They'll go up on the wall here somewhere. Plus I got these little cool little things. These are bag tags, which, you know, I'm never going to use it for luggage tags. How cool is the expressions on their face? And apparently there's other ones as well with different expressions. I just like how these two look together. Knuckles is chuckling there while Sonic's like, what's his problem? Now we always complain about how expensive Sonic or video game memorabilia is here in Australia, and these are a prime example. These were like 40 bucks each. Yeah, the wife was not impressed to say the least. So we got Shadow. This is the first Shadow bit of merchandise I've ever picked up. Really happy to get this and find this in EB Games. Plus we've also got Super Sonic. Look how he's eyeing him off there. So again, these will be on display somehow. I'll hang them up on the wall somehow. but I just needed to get these. I've been looking at them for about a month thinking, oh, shouldn't I? And then one day I just went, plonked them on the table and said, just do it before I change my mind. So here they are. And they're both from Tommy. Yep, both from Tommy. Very expensive range from Tommy. But when I went online to have a look and see how much they're priced on eBay, they're even more expensive online. So I can't win. Keeping with the Sonic theme a little longer, I managed to pick up some items which I've been wanting to get for not just a little while, a long while, and I just kept putting it off or just forgot about it. But I decided with my recent donation to the channel of Sonic 2 on the Master System, I've finally gone about getting Sonic 1 on the Master System. So I finally got my hands on Sonic 1 and also Sonic Chaos. This one in particular is a bit of an oddity for me because I've actually played a Mega Drive beta of this, so it never got released on the Mega Drive, but when I was working at Sega I played the beta for this, which they ended up chucking on the Master System instead. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, really happy to have these. And before anyone asks, these are the legit cartridges and they've got their instruction manuals. I don't generally buy anything online unless they are complete with instruction manuals, but as the years go on I'm starting to get a little bit less fussy when it comes to what retro gaming items I pick up, because that's kind of what restricted my library, I think, here, is that I used to be a bit of a gaming snob. If it didn't have its cartridge cover or if it didn't have instruction manuals, I wouldn't buy it. And I've got a sneaking suspicion that my library would have been much bigger if I had have just maybe relaxed that rule a little bit. Tell me in the comments section below, are you a bit of a gaming snob as well? If you don't get complete with cover and also complete with instruction manuals, do you tend to just keep walking, or do you give it a chance and buy it anyway and hope to get the instruction manuals later? Let me know below. Keeping with Sega but moving on away from Sonic, I've been wanting to get this for a long time. I haven't got the Mega Drive version, but here's the Master System version. Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. I was going to say Sonic then. Starring Mickey Mouse. This is one of the examples of where Sega were at their prime, I think, when it came to doing licensed games. And they really did treat the Disney franchise very well until they made Fantasia. I know Fantasia's got some fans out there, but seriously, that game really reeked. It was really bad, and I know a lot of people like it simply because it was the only game they probably had at the time, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people will go back to that game now and think, yeah, what was Sega thinking of? They just really did a poor job on that game. But this one, a lot of people really like this, and some even like it more than the Mega Drive version. So, you know, the Master System was trying to hold its own for quite a long time there during that period where the two consoles were running neck and neck with each other, the Mega Drive and the Master System. So there you go. There's, oh yeah, and again, complete with instruction manuals and cover. Now this next one, I need to thank someone in particular. This is a huge donation to the channel, and a huge thank you to Cameron for sending this in. This is the Sega 3D Classics Collection. Sega 3D Classics Collection. Bit of a mouthful. I've been wanting to get this for a little while, but the pricing online was a little bit, you know, on the high. These prices never really dropped on this, but here I am holding it now thanks to Cameron. I just really am chuffed to get this. In case you don't know what this is, it's basically all the old arcade ports, and it's got 9 games all up in one title, and it's with a 3D view on these games. So it's pretty cool, and if you haven't already seen this, you should check it out. Worth downloading, worth buying. I'm just a bit of a tight ass when it comes to games, but I'm very glad that I got this donated to the channel, and I've been playing this for quite a few hours since I got it donated. And again, from Cameron, this one's huge. Now I've got this on the Wii U already, but I was kind of thinking about getting it on the Switch. The reason being is that I just wanted to play it on the go, and I just couldn't bring myself to paying full price for a game that I kind of already owned. But thanks to Cameron, he's donated it into the channel, and here I am holding on to Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Nintendo Switch. Huge thank you, Cameron. I can't thank you enough. This is awesome. This is probably one of the best things that's ever been donated to my channel yet so far. Huge thank you. I forgot to mention that Cameron also donated his Mario Brothers cover versions on disc. So that was kind of cool. And yes, he said it's been getting quite a lot of downloads on I don't know where he's got it uploaded. But you might want to tweet at him. I'll put his Twitter handle down below, and you can send him a message if you're interested in getting a copy of this. Or a download, I should say. But it was really cool to get this from him, and I had a listen. It was quite cool to hear the Mario themes done in a little bit of a unique way. Now, before I mention this last one, this is really unusual and pretty cool actually. But before I mention it, just a little did you know about me. I've been kind of keen on photography, and before starting up Since Spacies, I had a Flickr account that I was trying to push, and it never really got anywhere because, you know, I'm up against some pretty stiff competition on Flickr, to be quite honest. But one of my photos got picked up by Australia Post. I was given a message by Australia Post asking for permission to use one of my photos in a stamp, and I first thought it was a what do you call it? A prank or a scam, but I replied just, you know, in case that it turned out to be legit. And anyway, I gave them permission, and I was paid for that. Quite a good amount of money. I won't tell you how much, but it was worth my while, enough to buy a console or two. So anyway, a few months later, this came out. And this is a stamp series called Signs of the Times. And if you press this button, you're probably not going to see it. I'll turn the light off, hang on. So you can see there that the skipping rope girl, the lights animate to show that she's skipping. I'll do that again. But that's not my photo. This is a famous sign that's down in Melbourne. And the other sign that they did was the famous pig in Dandenong in Melbourne. There was two signs in Melbourne, but the one that they took from me, I'll put this light back on. The one that they did from me was the pink poodle sign that you can see there. So that's my photo of the pink poodle. And the only reason why I'm pointing this out, I want to make sure I'm careful with this because this is really cool. I'm so proud of this. It's not every day that people get to boast about having a photo used for an Australian stamp or any stamp. But this item is also from Australia Post. And as soon as I saw it online, I thought, I gotta get this. If I don't get this item, then I'm gonna miss out, and I'm gonna kick myself because it's just gonna be really hard to track down later. Because this year is the 40th anniversary of Space Invaders, they released a series of stamps dedicated to Space Invaders. And you can see there's some pretty cool ones in amongst it, just to celebrate the 40 years of Space Invaders. It goes on to explain a few things, a few did you know facts. One of the did you know facts in here was really cool. It was saying that as a side effect of the Space Invaders phenomenon, Taito struggled with illegal copies of the game in the market. So people were doing clones, and at that time computer programs were not clearly protected by the Copyright Act in Japan. But however, Taito claimed that computer programs should be regarded as copyrighted works. With the result of that, Space Invaders became the first computer program to be protected by the Copyright Act. So there you go, there's a little did you know fact that I didn't know, which is really cool. And anyway, there's one special thing about this stamp series. Take a listen. It actually does the sound from the game. This is so cool. Now I know that in Ireland they did a similar thing with video games. That's so cool. They did a similar thing in Ireland with Sonic, Mario, Space Invaders and Pac-Man. But Australia's stamps have always been amongst the best in the world when it comes to the uniqueness and the designs. This is really cool. It's just sad that stamps are slowly disappearing, going the way of the dinosaur. But at least I'll have this in my collection because it's quite unique. So that's been my pickups video for the month of November. And I'm hoping to extend on that with December, but I'm not really entirely sure how much I'll get for Christmas. We'll see. I might spoil myself. Oh yeah, tomorrow, as of the time of recording, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will be getting released. I know that I'll definitely be buying it. I just don't know what bundle I'll get. I am tempted to get the one with the Pro controller. I reckon playing Super Smash Bros. With the standard Switch controls would be just pitiful. Anyway, we'll see how that works out. I've got a couple of GameCube controllers there though that I can use. Maybe I'll just buy the one with the adapter for that to be played. I'll see how that works out. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you've picked up recently. Anything cool that you've managed to track down yourself for gaming. Let me know. Until next video, my name has been Brian and I've been gaming since Spacies. Thanks guys.
Since Spacies.